Dear graduates, normally I would be standing today in a room together with you, with more than 1,000 of you in fact, and together with your families and friends. We would all be wearing robes, and we would have just paraded around Rotterdam. And probably we would have had to hand out more than 1,000 umbrellas too, because the weather oftentimes isn't as nice as it is today. Of course, over the last 2 months, a lot of things have changed. What has happened has affected you and your studies. It's also affected your families and friends. And of course, the last few months here at RSM have been very different from how they were supposed to be. But one thing has not changed, and that is the value of your degree that you are graduating with today. You've worked incredibly hard during these circumstances, and it is wonderful to see what you have achieved during these last few months as you have faced those challenges. I know it's not been easy, but I also know that your families and your friends are incredibly proud of you. I hope that we will have the opportunity to celebrate at some point in person. I would really love that. But for now, let's think about what you have achieved and also what you're going to do next. All of you are going into the world now. You are going to take up new opportunities. You're going to have to make choices as well. The choices you make and the opportunities you seek are what makes you and all of us a force for positive change in this world. And I'm really so grateful for your willingness to be part of this mission. So, congratulations. You've done really well. We are proud of you. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you very, very soon.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and our new graduates. My name is Dr. Steve Kennedy, and I have the honour of being the Academic Director of the Global Business and Sustainability Programme. I'm immensely proud to hold this position, as our students choose this programme in order to gain the knowledge and skills to tackle the most pressing sustainability challenges facing our societies. Today is an exciting day in the lives of our new graduates. A time to look back at their experiences on the programme and toast their wonderful achievements. And also a time to look to the future and how they will pursue their own individual pathways to fulfilling meaningful careers. This graduation ceremony marks the closing of an academic year unprecedented due to the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. Our students faced tough challenges to look after their own physical and mental well-being and that of their loved ones, while also staying focused on their studying. Courses were disrupted and conducting thesis research, an already tough task, became even more difficult. I'd like to applaud the way in which our graduates handled these testing times and showed excellent adaptive capacity in order to be sitting here today. Throughout the year, our students have constantly impressed our faculty with superb displays of knowledge, demonstration of skills, and a strong desire to be the change that they want to see in the world. Industry partners on many of the courses, such as Commonland, the KPN Foundation, the European Venture Philanthropy Association, and many more, also particularly noted the high performance of our students and the insights that they gained through the actions of working with our students. To our graduates, I hope that you enjoyed the courses on the programme, feel that you learned a lot and are infused to continue to work on issues of business sustainability. A big thank you to you for selecting to study our programme and for creating a wonderful culture of sharing, collaboration and promoting each other to high achievement. I would also like to take this opportunity to recognise the dedication of our faculty members. The pandemic added much strain to the workloads of our faculty, who had to simultaneously deal with new demands relating to the care of their own families. This has been an incredibly tough task, yet one that our faculty have risen to in order to still deliver high-quality talk courses and thesis coaching. To all the faculty on the programme management, the Programme Advisory Committee, the Programme Ambassadors, and to everyone who makes this programme as special as it is, a very big thank you. The pandemic itself, likely a zoonotic disease, offers us a stark consciousness of the consequences of continued unsustainable ways of doing business and the need to change the course of business. It offers us a time for reflection and a window of opportunity for radical innovation to build back economies that support the resilience of social ecological systems. To our new graduates, I encourage you to play major roles in building this new paradigm of business and to use your prestigious talents to tackling the grand challenges that you all care about so deeply. Find courage to follow your convictions and believe that new ways of doing are possible and you can create them. I now welcome you into our alumni community on behalf of RSM and all connected with the GBS programme. We look forward to seeing what you will go on to achieve to make our world a more sustainable place for everyone to flourish in. Congratulations on your wonderful achievement. Prost.
Over 50 years ago, a few bright minds planted the seeds to become a force for positive change in the world, developing thought leaders in business, research, and education.
It was a unique opportunity to join the first academic business school in the Netherlands. It was a life-changing experience and made my career. I'm grateful that I learned all the different aspects of business with my RSM degree.
In the 1980s, we launched a full set of management programs at RSM. And that way, we laid the foundations for a top business school in Europe.
I'm very proud that since the 90s, RSM has become an international business school known for its excellence in research.
Leadership of today is not driven by self-interest, but by a vision that gives us direction to the sustainable change we so badly need.
Without shared values and a sense of community, it is impossible to overcome the current global challenges.
We empower women to drive their careers and be agents of change in creating a more gender-equal work environment.
It's an honor to lead such an impactful business school. Going forward, it is going to be crucial to find the right balance between continuity and change in order to create new opportunities for the next 50 years.
I will be the agent of positive change.
I am ready for the future.
Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University. 50 years of impact.
Congratulations to those who have graduated. Congratulations to all the teachers, from our primary school teachers to our professors, who have challenged and inspired us throughout our journey. And congratulations to our parents and all the other people who have enabled us to be in the position that we are in now. To graduate is a big achievement, especially in these challenging times of the global pandemic, where for some of us, the process of graduating was lonely and quiet, or for others of us, where the working environment at home was rather too crowded and loud. You can be proud of yourselves for adapting to this challenging situation. The quick pace in which we all changed, we, the students, the professors, and the greater educational and governmental systems, shows how adaptable we can be as society in times of crisis. The way that our society could adapt to this crisis and is still adapting could provide us hope for the other crises that we are facing, the environmental and social crises. Biodiversity losses are occurring at unprecedented rates. Cities are dealing with water shortages or an abundance of water. And global warming is starting to become visible through skyrocketing temperatures. The nature of these issues is not only ecological. Their causes and consequences are also of a social nature. According to a recent study by Oxfam, the consumption of the richest 10% of world's population leads to more than 50% of the greenhouse gas emissions that cause global climate change. Yet, especially poorer countries will not be able to deal with water shortages, losses in food production, and damages to their already vulnerable infrastructure that will be caused by global warming. This will further increase social inequality. Unfortunately, the alarming facts still do not provide everybody the sense of urgency that we are facing these severe crises. This decade, steps have to be taken in order to avoid further biodiversity losses, water shortages or abundances, and global warming. In this decade, an inclusive transition has to be set in motion. As graduates from the Master Global Business and Sustainability, we have been privileged to be able to gain knowledge and skills on the social and environmental challenges that we are facing. We have learned to analyze grand societal issues by applying systems thinking. We have put ourselves in the shoes of consultants and provided companies such as Albert Heijn advice on how they could use fewer resources for their products and processes. And we have learned how both globally and locally active companies can provide, next to economic value, shared societal value. Due to the knowledge that we have gained and the skills that we have learned, we are in a position to tackle the challenges that I just mentioned. And we should take our responsibility to do so. Now, more than ever, it is important to incorporate our critical thinking and our reliance on scientific findings in our work and daily lives. And we should build a community in which the academic world, corporations, governments, other institutions, and citizens constantly exchange knowledge and experiences. To build a strong and committed community is a prerequisite if we want to defeat future pandemics and if we want to tackle future environmental and social challenges. Therefore, let us, the class of 2020, the future policymakers, corporate leaders, scientists, and activists unite and be the force for positive change that the world needs now.
We wanted to create a place where you can go back in time and explore all the stories of the 50-year RSM history. A complete timeline that not only tells those stories, but also instills a sense of pride about the history and ignites inspiration for the future. After months of work by many, hunting and digging through the archive, puzzling all the pieces together, it's with great honor that I get to unveil and present to you the official 50-year historical timeline of Rotterdam School of Management, Erasmus University. The first part of our timeline is a story of many firsts. The first plans, the first school building, the first classroom, and of course, the first students. The first item on our timeline, and my favorite piece, is this one-page business plan. It was made by our founding fathers, and they compared 4 European business schools, and they used it to design the school and the curriculum. The beginning of our timeline contains a picture of our very first school building. And on this school building, of course, there was a building sign. This is the original building sign from 1970, and luckily, it survived the past 50 years. Another great discovery from the RSM archives are these 3 pictures. They were scattered amongst hundreds of pictures, and after studying them for a while, we figured out that they fit together, creating a beautiful panorama of one of the first classrooms. If you look closely, you see a blackboard with a process flow. Of course, you see 1970s students with long hair and their appropriate clothes. And at the very back of the classroom, in the window, you see 2 beer bottles. Let's just say things were a bit different in the 70s. This first part of our timeline is quite dynamic. Our newly formed school grows. We welcome more students, and after a while, it's the start of the MBA program, the PhD program. In 1977, SVIP is founded, which is currently called STAR, and we moved the school from Rotterdam to Delft. The second part of our timeline is even more dynamic. After over 10 years, our school moves back from Delft to Rotterdam, to the FG building in 1984. Here it becomes a proper academic faculty, part of the state-recognized Erasmus University. In this phase, it's all about further internationalization, development, expansion, and academic recognition. In 1989, RSM is admitted into the prestigious Community of European Management Schools, CEMS, and the PIM network, Program in International Management. The exchange program of RSM starts to take shape in a tremendous way. Here on the timeline, we see a graduation ceremony taking place in the early years. In the mid-1980s, the new FG building allowed for a lot of space for a new computer lab. The importance of automation in the workplace was on the rise, and the shape and size of computers changed over the years. RSM has always invested heavily in those facilities because of their importance for education. Nowadays, everybody just brings their own device. The early 90s marked the birth of the internet, and our timeline describes how new ways of doing research and delivering education were developed. For instance, in the late 90s, as part of the Doctorandus 2000 project, RSM started experimenting with delivering video lectures on CD-ROMs.
Welkom bij dit college over leiderschap.
Students were learned how to code in Delphi and other programming languages. And from 2000 onward, the faculty implemented digital case methods. For instance, this adventure game case, where learning, testing, grading and fraud detection all was done via advanced CD-ROMs and floppy disks. The last part of our timeline is all about further growth and integration. RSM becomes one brand name, unifying all research and programs under one label. We continue to climb the most important rankings. We welcome more students, we make more impressive publications, and our name continues to grow as a brand name in the market. In 2009, the I Will movement launches. Students, staff and faculty make a public commitment to their drive and ambitions, reflecting RSM spirit. By 2020, there are no more than 15,000 statements. In 2017, RSM embarks on a new strategic mission to become a force for positive change. By embracing the UN's Sustainable Development Goals, they try to implement a new way of measuring societal impact. And this concludes my brief overview of the RSM timeline. Come over to the Mandeville building and have a look yourself, or go over to the Bale building where we have an identical timeline set up. Or you can go to rsm.nl/50 to find more online resources, videos and all the stories of the 50-year RSM history. Come and explore our shared history now.
Adrien Robert Passy. Alisa Griffion, cum laude. Amarins Taminga. Anna Algermissen, cum laude. Annelies Bost.
I want to thank everyone who helped me achieve this, especially my family, who had to put up with me while I was writing my thesis. We did it.
Anouk Bolters. Aisha Putri. Bas Klotz. Benjamin van Aalst. Bianca 50 Schrild. Bos Krajeveld. Carlijn Husken, cum laude. Caroline Veldsink. Chiara Slusser, cum laude.
I want to thank my family and friends for supporting me throughout my studies and the RSM for providing a great curriculum. I can't wait to see what's next.
Clara Mockenhaupt, cum laude. Clemence Luc. Danielle van der Geer. Danilo Verboom. Daphne Rovers, cum laude.
I would like to thank my family, friends and my boyfriend for all their support during this master, and I'm now ready to make a positive impact in the world.
Donna Cross. Eduardo Conti. Elena Linkweiler. Elena Strasser. Ellen Klaver, cum laude. Emile Bemeer. Emma Fonken, cum laude. Esther Snepvangers. Eva van der Nat. Frederik Johnson. Harm Dirks. Indra Lancian. Isa van Sandwijk. Jamie Adriaanse. Jan Meertens. Joanna Vroeghoop. Jonathan Soto Moreno.
I made it. Thank you everyone for the support, friends and family, mom and dad, I love you a lot. This Masters has been really amazing. This group has such an amazing energy. Let's keep it up.
Joseph Montmarconnet.
Thank you to my family and congrats everybody on graduating this year.
Josephine Bosch. Julie Viano. Julia Hogenadler. Julia van den Bosch, cum laude.
Hi, mam, pap, hartstikke bedankt voor 7 jaar financiële en mentale steun. En Class of 2020, congratulations.
Julian Martin, cum laude.
Julian Martijn! Echt superleuk certificate! Yay! Superleuk!
Jurian Nan. Kevin Kretschmer. Kiki Hendriksen.
Thanks Mom, Dad, Marijn and all my friends for making this whole journey possible. And I would like to thank RSM for this wonderful year as a GBS student.
Lasse Dirts, cum laude. Lisa Swang. Lisanne Hoffman, cum laude. Luca van Summeren. Lucas Vergniaud. Luigi Pirodi. Lucas Der. Magda Borkiewicz. Manel Hosni. Manny Weber, cum laude. Manon Dickhausen. Mara Kopp. Margot Vasilev. Marie Frankefurt. Maraje Slomp. Mark Goedknecht, cum laude. Marlies Droger. Marlon Blank, cum laude. Max de Vriend, cum laude. Max Oudjeval. Nadia Mooi. Nadine van Amersfoort. Nikita Selunitsin. Nina Koemans. Nina van Dongen, cum laude. Noortje van Heist, cum laude. Nora Harabi, Paula Lucardi, Peter Heigen, Ramon Schou.
Congratulations everyone, let's maximize some ecological capital.
Remy Castellain, cum laude. Roel van Oosterhout. Romeo Kaptein. Rosanne Sparreboom. Rosa Bergkamp. Sanne van Egmond, cum laude. Sebastien Essari.
Hello, I'd like to thank everyone who was involved in this very interesting journey this year. And good luck to all of you for the future.
Sanis Ramautar. Sigrid Meltzer. Sunita Kumar. Teun Seggers. Tine Berg. Tirsa Vrijhof, cum laude.
Bedankt lieve vrienden en familie voor alle support. En alle medestudenten voor de gezelligheid. Het is tijd voor wijn, denk ik. Cheers!
Veerle Sloot. Fere Verlote. Victoria Samberger.
Greetings from Austria, everybody. Thank you so much for the amazing GBS journey. It was a blast. I love you guys.
Winke Sauwink. Wouter van Inge, cum laude.
Congratulations, your hard work's paid off and you are now no longer students, you are RSM alumni, and we are so incredibly proud of each and every one of you. I just wanted to let you know that you are now part of an alumni community that is global, and community and networks are ever more important. So please stay in touch with us, stay in touch with each other, and I look forward to seeing you again in the future.
Congratulations to all of you.
New doors are opening and are taking you to directions that you have never expected.
And I'm sure you'll be able to overcome all the challenges that this year brought us.
You've made it. I am hugely proud of you, and I hope you can cherish this amazing moment.
Welcome to this wonderful alumni network.
You can set an example.
It is your time now to make positive change happen.